It's the Wickersham Leader Show with today's episode, Clocking In. Greetings, everybody. Welcome back once again. Today, we are continuing our art adventure with nested tunes, with a drawing of a character from a game I've never played. Honkai Star Rail's the game, but his name is Clockie. He's alright. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the guy. I'm more interested in the guy who he's, like, fighting all the time, who's this really cool-looking gator named Boss Stone. Oh, man. When I saw those Clockie cartoons, when I looked at Boss Stone, I saw him and I said, that guy has a really cool design. And he gripped me. I had to draw him immediately, which I guess means that it's the only piece of fan art of this game I've ever drawn in my life. But when all the other characters are anime girls, I mean, you know, it's really hard for me to draw that. I'm not so great at doing the anime art styles, which is a shame, because I have tried in the past to do something like that, but nothing really jumped out at me in the same way. Well, at least this guy looks like he'll be more down my alley. Here, let me show you guys. There he is. Now, luckily for me, he's comprised of circles. You're sick! Well, that means that you're probably home for the entire day today. How are you doing aside from that, though? You threw up this morning. Ooh, nasty business. What happened? Is it food poisoning or just like a stomach bug? Find yourself in another drama with a group you used to hang out with. Oh, things just got a little spicy. Tell me about it. Or maybe, sorry, I was just waiting to see. But like drama, oh man, sometimes it's just the group chat with my dad, my ex, and that girl Sal, who's on that one video game awards collab we did. Oh gosh, I don't remember her, but man, that sounds bad, actually. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. That doesn't sound like a great time. I mean, understatement, but you know what I mean. Literally no one to hang out before you invited me to a server. So, what, did somebody reopen some wounds or something? Oh. Jeez. Ghosting because he exhibits some red flags. That sounds pretty serious. Yeah. Well, I also wouldn't want you to have this whole thing being talked about in here as like a whole, you know, thing. I wouldn't want it to be a big issue that you're just airing out all your dirty laundry in public. That sounds like a bad idea. But more to the so moving on though. Hello, Iglesia. It's good to see you. So I told my friends, I said, look, if there is more of Clockie in Honkai Star Rail, if they add like actual more things pertaining to this guy and everything, I will play the game. I will play the game to see him. So I'm waiting, so I guess I've just got to wait for there to be more, because no doubt if there's anything pertaining to this guy going on in the game, they're probably gonna tell me. Because they know me. They know my deal. Let's see now. What does he look like from the front? Does he have the nose always pointing in a direction? I think it's fine. I don't have a very public online presence, and most people don't know who your dad is. I suppose that's true. Wait, you mean your dad's not Big the Cat? Okay, so Clockie's nose looks like this from the front. And his eyes touch. Well, whatever I'm gonna do, I have to make sure that the eyes are the same. What's so weird about a cat Toon having a ghost dad? Like, dang. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Look, no, I understand completely. I've seen this sort of thing before. For example, Nicole and Richard Watterson's children are not amalgamations of a cat and a fish. They're both cats or fish. Not fish, excuse me, rabbits. I said fish twice too. And then they have one adopted child who's a fish. Although they bought him from a pet store. Here. So, I want to know why Stolas and Dementia were trending today on Twitter. First of all, why is Stolas trending? Actually, what else is trending today? Dementia, Kirby, Undertale, Spyro. Because he's demented, that's just a fact. That's not what dementia does. That's not what demented means. Stolas isn't trending anymore. Why was he trending? You got me. I'm not clicking that. What? What's not clicking? Every time I click a trending topic now, it's filled with NSFW that's not even related to the topic. Probably because it's trending. I didn't even know what you're I had no idea that that's what you were even referring to. I've never seen that. Hold on. You know, I can tell already what the most annoying part of this guy is going to be. And no contest, it's gonna be the text on his hat. Because not only is it not in any language that exists, it's still text. Fingers. Yeah. That's why I'm deciding to draw him front-facing. Oh my gosh, I didn't post it in my server yet. I forgot to, but I saw this digital circus theory today about how Gangle could have a tongue. Essentially, what they propose is that the ribbon part that connects to the back of their head peeks out through the mask and goes out the mouth, so they could like stick their tongue out at something. And I thought that was really cute. Sure if the flu or if the Chinese leftovers I had made me sick, because that's all I ate last night. So I don't know what else it would have been if it's not the food. Maybe it's from the Chinese flu. Maybe it's from the Chinese food, and it's the flu, and you have COVID again. Man's dying. She is. She is absolutely dying. I'm gonna have to redo the text. I mean, I'm also gonna have to redo this whole thing in general, so. Because I'm realizing that I did the hat completely wrong. The way the hat rests on his head is it's like just so. And mine's not just so. Yeah, we're gonna have to do another one. Alright. How do we want to do this? I still wear one and I've gotten sick 5 times this winter now. I mean, you're using new ones, right? Because if you're using the same one, it, like, decreases in effectiveness. I only have the one because I lose them a lot. Well, you need more. Or if it's like a cloth one, you should be cleaning it like every day. I can't afford to buy the ones you need to throw away. It's tough because it's the only one that doesn't fog up my glasses. Ah, yeah. My glasses. Sorry. There's the main face. And I guess what I'm gonna have to do here, because these are so particular, we're gonna have to just... yeah, take the shape and shrink it or grow it, depending on how much space you want to leave around it. But I think this is what we want. This is about the shape we're looking for. It's tough, because... he's a circle. He's like a he's a perfect circle. And then his hat rests on his head. But it goes over the front and almost touches his face. Then of course there's the matter of his teeth. Still try to do circles myself, but straight lines I still can't help but fall back on. Look, after trying to draw circles myself, a lot of the time when I have the option, I will do the circle on my own. Because not every circle is going to be perfect, and sometimes when you draw a circle, it can feel way too robotic. It can feel way too fake. It doesn't look right when you put it into the scene, right? Like that. When it comes to eyes, I almost never draw eyes using the circle tool, but with that Simpsons picture, I kind of had to do it yesterday, right? There was really no way around it. However, with this guy, he has circles within circles, so I have to make sure that the circles are fitting properly. 1, draw circle, draw 2, draw the rest of the clock. Yeah, okay. I wish I could draw good circles. That would be nice, but I can't. Maybe I should call war. Once again, Celeste. It's not the morning. Is what I say, it is piped down. Hey, I responded calmly. So after last night when we watched that Simpsons episode, I have to go back and edit that clip of Bart. Now, I have to put the poison audio over it now. Look, it fits too well. I guess now I'm officially in the fandom. Huh. Even though I don't like the show that much, I've seen the first season and... well, now I have to watch. Now I have to, like... acknowledge it. It's funny because Addict came first and it's pretty much the same song. I didn't hear Addict. What's that one? It's one of those special music videos they did. Oh, okay. Much like Look My Way. Wait, what's Look My Way? I didn't see that one. Is that the Moxie and Millie song? No, I guess I haven't seen Look My Way. Alright, we're watching it. Oh, gosh. Don't watch it unless you finish Season 2. It has mild spoilers. Aglacia, what's your take? Heck, you're right. Well, we have to finish watching Season 2, and we're gonna start Season 2 tonight. If we do 2 episodes a night, you know, we'll be done by Thursday. I don't imagine it'll make you like Stolas more. Probably not. I mean, I don't think I hate Stolas that much. I just like that I also don't really, I don't know. He's okay. No, but you're not very well into his relationship with Blitzo. Well, I mean, I just think that they both aren't good for each other, and that's like true. They aren't good for each other. Remember how I said it's very obvious that they're endgame? That song is a big reason why. Well, I guess we'll just see where it takes me. And then I guess after that I'm done, I could start watching another show. I can tell Vivzy isn't aware at all how this relationship is very much not the solution to either of their respective problems. Hey, wait a minute. I just remembered. There's that one episode where they're fighting the human government, right? And we have Deus Ex Solasica to show up, who's like, I could tell when you guys in trouble, right? But he doesn't have the book. How did he get to the human world? Because he says he needs it. He says the grimoire is important, and that's why he needs to ask for it back from Blitzo. But he also went to the human world without it in that episode. And they don't ask him about that. The only thing... He knows spells, but as mentioned, he doesn't memorize anything. Oh, okay. You don't need the book to cast the spell. Okay, I thought, okay, it's just a reference material. My dad said that moment raised big death flags to him. What's a big death flag in this instance? What does that mean? Means a signal that a character is probably gonna die soon. I don't think he's gonna die. I wonder how... So, imps don't live forever in the show, but I wonder how long they do live for. If Stolas can pull them out of any situation, then there's no stakes. Though, TBH, now I don't find that to be a good basis for that theory at all. No, that doesn't sound right. Because, like, he doesn't know everything. There's not always going to be a way for him to find out. What is this song? Oh, it's Klonoa. Ooh, this sketch is gonna be hard. This sketch is hard, but I'm imagining how much worse it's going to be when I actually have to go... When I actually have to draw this. They never do their job, so who cares if Stolas is omnipotent? Oh, true, I guess. Well, I mean, like, he's not really omnipotent anyway, because, like, when Blitz calls him to go to the nightclub, right? He didn't know Blitz was gonna do that. He obviously doesn't know everything. But you know what, though? This relationship can only ever end in heartbreak, though. This whole thing can only ever end in heartbreak, though, because imps don't live forever. Guys, I think I might have gotten myself in way too deep here. Well, with any luck, when I zoom in to do the picture, most of his hat will be off. Will be out of frame. But man, you know, being an imp in the underworld, you still don't get to live forever. That sucks. And then heaven apparently does that whole thing where they ritualistically destroy the souls of sinners. And I guess hell really has no defense for it because they just kind of let them do that. Sinners are immortal aside from being purged. Yeah, so just being an imp sucks in general. Well, I mean, hey, you should have been a good person in real life, but honestly, given what happens in the show, I'm convinced that that heaven is empty. I'm convinced that there is nobody in there. Like, the entire human world just seems to be full of lowlives and murderers. Isn't that real life anyways? Yeah, I guess so. Maybe. Except me, I'm perfect. Alright. I've been putting it off. Let's do the hat. Your jokes are enough to send you to hell. That's okay. I can live with that. Maybe if I annoy Satan, he'll kick me out. It happened to the Warners. Is this how you spell Clockie in their language? Unless that hat says something like conductor or something. I don't know what he does. It looks like a conductor's hat, like he's like running a train or something. Like, yeah, some of them probably just committed low-tier sin that isn't a big deal, but Alistair is a psychotic, remorseless jerk who steals soul, and Valentino is Valentino. Yeah. I mean, I guess we don't know... We don't know the levels of depravity on display here. Like, how stringent are the rules? Does... Like, you ever seen The Good Place? I think that one has a much more interesting example of the dichotomies of good versus evil and how people who don't mean to do bad still can be branded that way. Like, for example, in The Good Place, they had a point system. Right? In The Good Place, they had a point system. You do good things, your points go up. You do bad things, your points go down. The problem is that the bad things that could, like, reduce your points were things like, you bought flowers from a store. However, the flower company is owned by somebody who's misogynistic, so you just gave that guy money. And you had no way of knowing, right? But it still counted. Why does he have the fleur de lis on his hat? I was confused by the sinner child. Oh, I mean, maybe it's not. Maybe it's like one of those kids that were in the first episode of Boss where they were like eating people or something. Oh, man. Doing all this stuff in the face was really difficult. I can't wait to do it again, except next time I'm gonna have to do it in color. Her children are without sin, but that doesn't seem universal. I mean, if you go for the text as it's written, the Bible says that everyone is born with original sin. Everyone. It doesn't matter who. So, you have to be baptized first, I guess. Imagine being trapped as an 8-year-old for eternity. There was a Batman villain with that. Also, I'm sorry, I don't know who said cookie, but I can't read Russian, so I can't pronounce your name. Hello. Assuming that even is Russian. Could be Ukrainian. Or something. It's okay, I just can't read Krillic. So I can't address you properly. Oh, you know what I saw earlier today that was pretty funny? That's gotten some people riled up. Someone made a has-been hotel AU where where they had two different AUs. One where Charlie was a dude and another where Vaggie was a dude. They just wanted to make them a straight couple, I guess. Seen that genre of AU, I just ignore it. I mean, I don't know. It's an AU, you can do whatever you want with those, I say. Oh, it's the noise. Okay. Well, that explains it. People really got ticked off at a Lumity version of that. Ooh, I can imagine. I mean, I'm sure this is a sensitive topic, but you know, it's an AU. I can do whatever I want to change it, and I'm not claiming it's the source material or that the original should be like that. So, people can, you know, people make AU where characters are gay all the time. I think it's fine if somebody does one where people are straight. Alright. Oh, gosh. Okay. Now, let me just... I'm getting really close to the end here of the sketch. I'm not adding the legs. We're gonna cut this off at the hands. There we go, we're going for Mickey Mouse styled hands here. Never gonna be a right-on team influencing people to make your idea canon. Well, even if you were, who else on the team would let you do that? Who's gonna be riding on this show and they're like, hey, I think we should make Charlie straight, actually. And be like, you know what? That's a good idea. Who's gonna do that? No one will do that. That's a dumb idea. What if Disney reads your headcanon on Tumblr and makes Donald and Goofy kiss? Then they're kissing, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have a problem with gay headcanons either. I think it's fine. Alright, there's Clockie. Ah, there he is. My goodness. Your imagination is wrong. Let me get a better one. There's a video of the duck from Looney Tunes fitting with Optimus Prime. Wait, Daffy and Optimus? Well, now I gotta look for that. Daffy, Duck, Optimus Prime. Oh! Oh, I see. Oh, I've seen. Okay, yeah. The VAs got together and they did a bit. That's fun. Hold on, let me listen to this.
Optimus Prime, you're despicable. Despicably handsome. Woohoo!
Whoa. Roll out.
Yeah. That's good. Oh, I wish I could do a Daffy Duck impression, but my voice is too low. Now kiss. Hold on, I want to show you one of the funniest ones I think I've seen of like a ship video like that. Hold on. There was like someone who made, oh gosh, hold on. There like someone who made a video where like a wait, hold on. I know where to find it. I took a clip of it. That's where it is. Where are my clips? Oh, right. It would be, there it is, my clips. I love this bit. Hold on. I love this bit. Let me just get the... There it is. I love this part. It's so good. It's so good. Oh. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love that. I loved the animated series. I know how you feel about Transformers, Ecclesia. Oh, I love that though. Just the jump cut to free money. I gotta play free money. There we go. Now I got free money in the playlist. Okay, now we've got Clockie. Listen, we don't talk about it. Well, we don't have to talk about it. Reminds me of when the lesbian aunts and MLP meet two lesbian Transformers in the comics. Do tell. Yeah, so Scootaloo has lesbian aunts. Wait, she's got family? I thought Scootaloo was like some orphan. Ooh, this is actually like exactly what I was looking for in terms of size. It's perfect. Oh, thank goodness. I got worried. Well, since I got the color, let me She was supposed to be, but the writers in season 9 just gave her two absentee parents who are literally just Steve Irwin. Steve Irwin? Okay. Scootaloo is not a Transformer. Scootaloo is a You watched an episode with her in it. You know, it's funny in that show, they'll be like, oh, you know, they'll say every pony, right? Instead of everybody. But, like, everybody doesn't mean that you're a human. You could still say everybody and be a pony. Look, I'm not to be racist, but all the pony folk look the same as first. It takes me a minute to get them straight. Well, here's... I can tell you right now, you're not going to get Rainbow Dash straight. The ponies were isolated from other races, so T-Bitch won't like them saying every white person. What? Ponies racist confirmed? Ah, who am I kidding? We know they're racist. Listen up, every pony, the griffin in the room. If you guys haven't played Piku Niku, you should. It's exacerbated by them changing it to, and I kid you not, every creature when referring to any non-pony race. What? That's so weird! Why are ponies special? Why do ponies get to have their own... Why do ponies get to have their own word for it, but everybody else has to settle for every creature? Why don't they just say everyone? Yeah. This whole world is messed up. I'm starting to believe that that guy who does, like, all those dubs of the G1 ponies, when they're like, with the, you know, the one with the gnome who's like, I'd sell real estate. Or the one where there's these evil witches that just sound like Hank Hill. I'm starting to think he was onto something. This sounds like an anime ending. You know what I mean? Like other races or some kind of Neanderthals need the ponies to guide them in the right direction. They have a pony savior complex. This show is not good at handling that topic at all. I mean, I'll never forget the episode with... I'll never forget the Appaloosa episode, because that one is so infamous at being so terrible at handling the topic at hand. That scrapped deer episode still sends me. I forgot about the deer episode. Lauren, what's your problem? I don't know. I just kind of hate people who don't look like me. That's so I mean, what did you want me to say? It's perfect. Ooh, it's so perfect. It's so perfect. How did I do that? Guys, that circle was the correct size and shape, and it was positioned absolutely perfectly. I need a moment alone with the picture, guys. Okay, I'm over it. Alright, let's get the hat. Gosh, you know what? The Pony Talk has me thinking about the Bob's Burgers episode we watched yesterday again. Just keep staring at it. You'll find something wrong with it. Yes, but I don't want that time to be now. Hilarious that the Flanderization of Brony's episode has me wanting to watch Bob's Burgers. I don't think it's Flanderization. I think what they did is they took everything to such an extreme that you can't get mad at it. But also, it's also, you know, it also speaks to fandom mindsets. I mean, I love the bit at the end where it's like, make her prance, Tina. She doesn't prance. Yeah, I know she doesn't prance. You know how I know that? Because I made you watch. Because you made me watch 1,200... You made me read 1,200 words of this! Play with the doll, Tina. I was flabbergasted she tried that after your dad got drunk and had to watch a man make out with a toy. You play with that doll. Well, yeah, that's just how this show is. Oh, it's great. I mean, come on, what like, of course, the whole thing is ridiculous. Because the guy, like, was legitimately thinking that he was gonna live forever or something. But, oh gosh, it's great. I love that. I love it. It was saved for me by the other guys agreeing the one weirdo was toxic and ruining it for everybody. I mean, I just love the way people talk in Bob's Burgers. It is one of those shows where it doesn't matter what they're saying. I just want to hear them talk to each other, and that's the most interesting thing they do. And the show is all like that. It's just all talking to each other. Oh, we gotta watch Archer. Well, this is next week is a catch-up week, so I can literally just put Archer on. You know what one of the most confusing things about that show is to me, though? Why did Family Guy feel the need to constantly make fun of it? I don't get that. Well, I say constantly, but it was a lot for considering what it was. Salt. I mean, I always think of the one bit where they're like, where Peter's like, I mean, no offense by this, but that show looks like it was animated in a moving car. Yeah, it was pretty petty, I guess. I didn't watch it, but it seems pretty insecure to punch down like that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whose decision it was on that front. Okay, so now we've got that all ready to go. Let's put the blue on. There was the one bit where Chris gets... Oh, there was the one bit where Chris gets in trouble at school or something. When Peter and Lois go to the principal, he goes, Chris drew this in class. Shows a picture of Bob. Oh, that's right! Reminds me of how I found out the Thundercats Roar team had nothing to do. Oh, no, that was a Teen Titans Go crossover episode. You know what? I watched Thundercats Roar. I liked it. I thought it was funny. Was it the show they wanted? No. Was it symptomatic of people taking an action-oriented series and making it comedic? Yes. But I still thought it was funny. I mean, hey, maybe Teen Titans Go isn't even all that bad either. I haven't actually sat down and watched it. Because trust me, I've seen a lot of bad cartoons. Oh man, I thought this was Sly Cooper. Where when you shouldered my favorite Moomin incarnation? Well, how about next weekend? Wait, I'm pretty sure we did a Moomin episode already. Once before. Oh, you weren't there for that. That was before I started doing them in my server. That's right. There's another Bob's Burger Family Guy thing where they cameo in one of the scenes and Peter gives us 2 Emmys worth of funny, after which Bob says, I feel like this is less of a crossover, more of a roast. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I saw that one. At the end of an episode, he's like, and here with us today is the cast of Bob's Burgers. Go on, give us 2 Emmys worth of funny. And he goes, I feel like this is less of a crossover and more of a roast. No, a roast is good-natured. Yeah. Tomodachi fans are always coping every single direct. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This isn't working. Haven't we suffered enough? Well, you could always play the Japanese exclusive original game, Tomodachi Collection. But you don't, because you're not a real fan. The DS is region free. Excuse me, I must fly to eBay. However, if you have a DSi or a 3DS, those are region locked. Hey, can we talk about how dumb region locking is? Yeah, sure. What do you mean I can't play Sonic Boom in Spanish on my American Wii U? Why not? Actually, you can play Sonic Boom in Spanish on your American Wii U. Because NTSC is also used for Mexico. How about Korean then? What are you, crazy? Gosh. Isn't Asia NTSC? They use NTSC-J, not NTSC-U. Wait a minute. Hold on, hold on. Can I, like, just get somebody to... Is there no way? Does no one have... Okay, it looks like no one can actually translate the text in Honkai Star Rail. Whatever this language is. That's a shame. I would have loved to see if somebody could have actually gotten it. Imagine like Splatoon where it's kind of just made up. In Splatoon, it's a cipher for English. Sometimes. In Japan, it's a cipher for Japanese sometimes. They aren't at the translate the made-up language tier yet. They're still at the depraved horn dog tier. No, you never leave that tier. This sounds like Sims or the Herbs or something. Now this is Sly Cooper. You know, one of these days, maybe I'll just do the sun from Digital Circus to help me to, like, relax so I don't have to freak out and, like, worry about all the different complex shapes in there. Hi, Kane. I'm gonna kill you. Like, I guess we can try you. Okay, never mind. I don't want to kill you anymore. Okay. Now, what's next? The shirt, the bow tie, the straps, the gloves, and the face. How can we simplify this? Because I think there's... Yes, I know what we can do. First off, let's do the hands. It's actually going to be way simpler on me if we just do it like this. Hey, by the way, guys, if there's ever a good reason to not have your characters, like, clothing have any writing on it, there's an example of it right there. Like, not only do you have to draw that every single time, if they're animating, you have to make sure that it stays consistent when they move around. And that sucks. There we go. Hey, Iglesia. Last night when we took that group picture in VR chat, I didn't get to see it. Do you have it? Sorry, Miraculous Ladybug was dropped by Toei. I thought it was dropped by, not Toei, but the French company. Because they didn't want to have to deal with, paying for 2D animation. Oh, and then who could forget, Rocco in, they had Toei make some test footage. Yeah, I know. But who could forget Rocco's triangle shirt, where they demanded that the triangles just stay the same as they are. Do it the Chowder way. You know, Chowder does it stylistically, but that's a very common practice. That was a very common practice to save money. Stan from Monkey Island does it. Looks surprisingly nice. Well, that's because Chowder does it stylistically. They're doing it on purpose. A lot of shows do it, to save money, and it's really obvious in those cases. Hey, you know what? Since you guys are here, I want to say, for those of you who join into the cartoon watch parties, are there any shows that you really want to see next time? Because today, this is a good week to request stuff. I'm always on the lookout for something unique, original, something unusual. Unusual, you say? Maybe unusual? I mean, anything that's out of the norm. You know what? Yeah, that works. There we go. 2 hands. It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. Sorry, I just saw the unusual thing again. We should have a magical girl week. Oh. Okay, yeah, good idea. I watched the Miraculous Ladybug movie. It was not very good. Apparently, it, like, shrunk the entirety of... Apparently, it, like, shrunk the entirety of, like, a season into a single episode. Wait. Hold on, I'm looking on Twitter. It looks like they posted a new clip of Kane and Pomni.
Ahoy, Pomni! I've overdosed on ketamine and I'm gonna die. I miss my wife, Pomni. I miss her a lot.
Oh gosh, they know what to do. They say what that it was like what they say when you put the Pomni and Kane plushes together, something amazing happens. Wait, is that that's not new, is it? Or is that taken from the video where he just reads out things that people told him to say? I watched it and I don't remember. We're almost done. Oh, but those eyes. Let's see. So lately, while I'm in VR chat, I've been running into an issue. I mean, there's a way to solve the problem, but not one that I can do quickly. And that's, and that problem is that there are just not enough good models of the characters I'm looking for. Last night, I was trying to look for a model of Moxie. All the ones that were out either didn't look very good or weren't accurate. We found like one Millie model that looked okay, but all the Moxie ones just didn't look good. I also couldn't find any Blitzo ones that looked good, but then I saw somebody else later who had a Blitzo one that looked pretty accurate. Literally impossible to find for niche. Well, yeah, I mean, come on. But I'm just happy that every indie animation, every like popular indie animation gets its own models. Makes it a lot easier to be a fan of those. on the inside of the eyes. Would pay Med to make me some if you had money. Would Med do it? Med, would you do it? For organic characters, that's not something I've tried, and I can guarantee it'll take a while. Do it now! I want it on my desk by 5. You got an hour and a half. to this music, no less. Believe in the me that demands you succeed. For fear of losing your job. Get Blitzo with 500 tries and no facial expressions. She doesn't want Blitzo. I want Blitzo. I also don't want Blitzo. And now that I've realized, I don't want Blitzo that badly. You want SC2 Talon? SC2? StarCraft 2? I didn't know you played StarCraft. Oh, Soul Calibur. Well, you know what? No one cares about Soul Calibur. Yeah. Yeah, I know. How could I say something so controversial yet so brave? I don't know. I'm just built different, I suppose. Never really was like anyone else. My own man, forging my own path. It's a dangerous life I lead. Drawing tunes, smoking noobs. Man, doing the whole thing from a front angle ended up being a blessing in disguise. I originally just did it because I never do characters from a full 100% on front angle, but this has actually turned out to be amazing. Alright, so now we've got to do these over here. And then the hands of the clock face. And then the bow tie. And the tassels. And we're basically done. The only place we need to do lines to make sure we get everything, like, looking the way it's supposed to is on the teeth. Everything else is handled because I decided to separate every single shape. And I framed it in a way where I can get away with that. So, you know, I'm kind of awesome like that. Shakes Models Research. Why do you not have Soul Calibur 2? Bro, that's a skissue. Oh, hey, by the way, the movie I talked about in the server today, server yesterday, rather, Reanimated, I found it on YouTube. I tried to watch it. I couldn't sit through it. It was terrible. What, Reanimated? Reanimated is a movie where this kid gets a brain transplant with a Walt Disney type character, and now he starts seeing all of his characters in everyday life. And then there was a show. There was a show afterwards called Out of Jimmy's Head. And I don't remember, one of them was considered lost for a long time. I think it might have been the movie. Bum, bum. Needs to be thicker than that. Thicken this one up a little. Oops. A little too thick. Oh shoot, is there? There's a little bit extra on the nose that I didn't erase. Yikes. Okay, I have to take care of that. Look at it. It's disgusting. There we go. Okay, so that leaves the shirt, stuff, and the bow tie. His nose has a cowlick. Ew. I don't like that description. A sea palace. I don't remember what they say after that part. Wow, I really don't remember. See. No, that's not in the second level. That's in Seaside Hill. See. Now what are we gonna do? Here's your first mission. Bring it on. Something like that. No, we don't have to. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. He goes shoom. I don't know how they like. I don't know what they told them to say there. Do you think they told them say shoom? Say shoom exactly like that. Okay, shoom. But I definitely told him to make some kind of shooting noise. And then when he gets like the bee stinger, he's like, shit! And I'm like, what is that? Perfect. Alright, kid, just pretend you're launching a very heavy crocodile with your feet. Was Charmy voiced by a kid in that game? No, it wasn't. It was voiced by someone named Emily Corkery. Emily Corkery. She was born in 1990. Oh, okay, so she would have been 2000. She would have been 13 at the time. Never mind. Yeah. Wait, Emily Corkery. Oh, that's right. She's the child of Espio's voice actor. And William Corkery was Tails in Heroes. It's all connected. Truly amazing. Pretty cool they got their kids to do the roles. Feels more authentic. Yeah. But knowing that Charmy was voiced by a 13-year-old is pretty funny. Because, I don't know, sounds older than that. Wow, my head's spinning. He was born in 1993, so he was 10 when he voiced Tails. What are we gonna do, Sonic? Yeah, he was 10. Okay. Now we can actually start the shading. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, let's see. So I need to get the lines in on the bow tie and the teeth. Let's do the teeth. Well, I'll do the teeth second, actually. The bow tie should be simpler. Now what's gonna kill me is I'm gonna have to figure out what to do about this background. No, it's gotta be darker than that. Oh, it just stops. Except, huh? Okay, perfect. And then for the teeth, let's see. Where did I put them? There they are. Okay, now we just go in. This one should be real simple. Just go in with the black. This looks great. Oh, thank you. I'm a little worried about how it looks, but if you think it's good, then that makes me feel better. You always replicate tunes so well. Oh, you're flattering me. It's not easy. I'm not gonna pretend like it's easy. Heck, I'm not one of those people who are like, oh, I just finished a small sketch and it's the flippin' Mona Lisa. I'll sketch some stuff on a draw pile and call it a doodle. You will? I didn't take you for the type. You know what? Forget this. There we go. I haven't swapped to Krita yet. Want to finish my character sheets first. Draw pile do be grating me sometimes, low key. Krita's gonna feel like a breath of fresh air after you're done. I'll say that much. Okay, so now we've got all the lines we need to. Where shall we start, and where shall we take this? Let's start at the top, because I have a feeling that this is going to be the most annoying thing is this whole hat situation. You probably notice I like 50 layers on almost everything, and I don't do shading. I don't think I did notice. This is Majora's, right? Yeah, the mayor's meeting. It was 6 hours because of the limitations. Oh, gosh. Oh, jeez. You know, when Bob Ross did paintings, he actually did the painting, like... He actually did, like, a full version of the painting the day before. He never went into them blind, nor were they, like, off the cuff, like they might have seemed. So even people who are, like, professionals at it, they have to practice. I believe he did, like, up to 3 paintings sometimes. Oh, someone followed. I missed it. Thank you. Big habit of leaving most of your work unfinished. I have the problem where everything I make has to be the best thing I've ever made. That's my issue. I always, if it doesn't, like, do as well as I'd hoped, or it doesn't, like, make anybody say anything about it, then I failed. So I'm never happy, honestly, about any of the work I do. I'm having a little hard time trying to make this one work. I'm looking at the way the lighting hits everything here, and... Let me try this. Starting taking pics of my own hand for references. That's a good idea. I mean, there are plenty of resources out there, too, if you want to use them. Okay, no, now I can see this a little better. Saw a post once saying you should take a picture of yourself if you're struggling to visualize a pose. Mm-hmm. You don't, if you have like a little book stand, that could help. Use your has-been hotel standees. Alright, maybe if I go back to this part here and like very subtly across the bottom, give it a little more gas. Because I don't want to overdo it, because I have a bad habit of overdoing it. I have a really bad habit of overdoing it. Because like yesterday I'm actually really happy with how the Itchy Pitchy picture came out yesterday, you know? Because I saw like so many things about that like picture just come together in just the right way. So I'm happy about that one. How good this one sounds. When that beat hits, When that beat drop hits, though, it's so good. This one's gonna be messy. Or maybe not. That might work. Yeah. Okay. And of course, we're going to do what we did yesterday by going back and put the line. Draw a period clot with eyes. Yeah? That's the first thing you say when you come in here. That's the first thing you say, huh? Alright. I want to hear your reasoning. Because I'm intrigued. What's your reasoning for it? I mean, I'm not gonna do it, but I want to hear what your reasoning for that is. Who starts a conversation like that? I don't know. YouTube comments? Wicker of the... I'm the Wicker of the Sham clan. Now draw him committing tax evasion. He probably would, if the guy doing the tax if the guy was like the tax collector was Boss Stone, he probably would. I mean, consider there's a Mickey Mouse cartoon where Mickey is trying to get out of paying rent, so he bails. It's from like 1936. Yeah, it's from 36 or 37. You want me to draw it because? Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not gonna do it. But I hope you had fun asking. Alright, I gotta get in for this one. I was trying to do it from far away so I don't get lost in the sauce here, but if I don't, it's gonna look way too flat. This is tyranny? Sure is. I'm king of this place. You do what I tell you or you get kicked out. Draw a cracked femur bone giving birth, what, to lots of smaller bones. Why is there a rattlesnake rattle in this song? This sounds like an Arabian desert type song. Rattlesnakes don't live in Arabia. They live in the American Southwest. Actually, did you know that rattlesnakes are evolving to not have rattles anymore? It's because people keep hunting rattlesnakes when they see them. They'll kill the ones that they can hear. Because they're worried, you know, they're worried, and all the ones that, like, show up and cause a problem. So the ones that don't have rattles get to live longer. The old Finchbird effect. Yeah, I guess. The biggest rattles are the crunchiest. They seem all equally crunchy. I mean, it's just a bunch of dead, you know, just a bunch of dead skin with little pieces of dead skin inside of it. I love that. I love this Middle Eastern sound. Oh, gosh. I love the horns. Okay. Oh, let's get the arms. Since I'm already here coloring this, let's get the arms. Where did I put them? There they are. Whoever put the rattlesnakes in the Arabian theme song probably also slaps orange filters over scenes filmed in Mexico. Breaking Bad was really the one that made people realize that that was happening, right? Like, I think that was the example of the big example of the show that did that. this sounds. I haven't seen it since high school. I should watch it again to get a fresh new perspective. I've never seen Breaking Bad. My name is Skylar White. Yo. Uh-huh. What programs do I use to illustrate? I just use Krita. Krita with a Wacom tablet. I bought it in 2020 and it's lasted me a good while. I still haven't had to buy any new nubs since then. Like, she's always wearing purple, her house is full of purple, and it's funny because it's so random. I never knew that. I mean, nobody ever told me about it, because like I said, I haven't seen the show, so I have no idea really what happens in it. There are a few scenes I'm aware of, like the bomb that kills Gustavo, the pizza on the roof, and just the general discussion around the show. Like Skylar had, you know, Skylar had a lot of people dislike her, and I think that's part of it with the show, is that you kind of want to dislike her. I think definitely a big thing of it is that they kind of want you to dislike her, and part of it definitely has to do with the fact that it's against our main character. We're seeing things from Walter's perspective generally, right? And we're trying to, you know, and we see the struggles that he's going through, so we can, like, so audience members kind of understand why he feels the way he feels. So if you see somebody going against him, even if it makes total sense for them to do so, they can seem like an antagonist or a villain. I also think he's talking about me talking about me when it comes to spoilers, but, like, I'm gonna be honest, everything I'm talking about is a meme now. There is, like, Gustavo being blown up. I've never seen seen this show, but I know about those scenes because they're memes. That's a big spoiler and an even bigger meme. I think it's funny though that, like, he comes out the door and he's got half of his face completely burned off. Not spoiling nothing myself, but they did Jesse dirty in the final season. My boy alone, I have yet to see Saul. Is Saul goofy? It seems like it would be, but I mean, goofier, I should say. Granted, I know very little about Saul. I mean, there's of course the old discussion of what lawyer do you call to save you? If you didn't do it, you get Saul Goodman. Excuse me, if you didn't do it, you get Phoenix Wright. If you did do it, you get Saul Goodman. And of course, I also know the... Do you know that you have rights? The Constitution says you do. It's perfect. Now, was Saul a character... Was Saul, like, a character who appeared more than once in Breaking Bad, or was he, like, a background element that they turned into its own thing? Like, was there a billboard for Saul's, lawyer agency? Someone headed him over Bentley and Sly Cooper sitting alone at the jail hideout. Oh, you mean from that one, like, awful PlayStation game? Where they had the crossover between Ratchet, Sly, and Jack, and none of them were good? No, like Sly 2. Oh, that one. Gosh, he's giving me a 1,000-yard stare. Oh, wait a minute, I just realized in the middle of all of this, I should shade this. There we go. Much better. One of my favorites is the lawyer from the Brandon Rogers series about his clown character. Huh? My client is innocent, but if he was guilty, he would kill each and every one of you for not believing in him. Oh, great. Okay, let's get the nose. Your friend is like, you get what you pay for, and Eddie didn't feel like paying much. Ooh. What is Better Call Saul about? What is your opinion on the soggy cat image? What's the soggy cat image? Is that the one picture of the cat with, like, his face in the milk? I love all the cats, even the sopping ugly ones. Oh my gosh. That's not very nice. Drenched feline. Alright, well now I gotta look up this picture of whatever soggy cat you're talking about. Oh. Oh, I thought it was gonna be the one of, like, that kitten that dunked its head all the way in the milk. Underneath the clock. I mean, imagine how annoying it would be though if it was like 10:15 or something, like 10, no, it's 10:05, right? Then the hands are directly in your face. Okay. Nose time. Back to the nose. Why is this man a clock? He was born that way. Right, now we gotta shade this. Ugh, wrong one. Clockie is somebody that I would absolutely want to play Honkai Star Rail for if I could just play his stuff and then ignore the rest of it. Ignore the bouncing booby physics. No, sir. Physics? I think we all know it's pre-done animations. I don't know if you want to... I don't think you want to simulate boobs with physics anyway. They tend to look bad. I should know. In VR chat, everybody has simulated physics on boobs. Alright, now for the mouth. Although, maybe I should do something about these little things on the sides. Well, what would I even do? Yeah, I guess I could just do that. The old classic of just shade around the outside. Alright, let's get the inside. Is that how Street Fighter perfected the butt physics? Well, I don't think anything in Street Fighter is done with physics. I'm pretty sure it's all pre-done animations. Not mocapped, just they do it before. I mean, that's just how fighting games are, because what if you leave something up to physics? Then it could change hitboxes or something. Granted, I guess I should say that I actually don't really know. I am mostly assuming here, because it doesn't make any sense to me to have physics for something like that in a fighting game, considering that, you want things to be, you know, you want things to generally be, the same every time you perform a move, every time, you know what I mean? You don't want to have any ambiguity like that. Do you prefer Tomodachi Life or Miitopia? Because I think I prefer Miitopia because it's like, you know, a game. Miitopia, more control over relationships. Yeah! And then there's the horse. Tomodachi's frustrating if you want to use it to emulate your life. Well, I don't think you should be using it to emulate your life. I mean, they make it pretty clear that it's not even you. They just say you're my look-alike whenever the guy who looks like you sees you. Yeah, but, I mean, like, you want to have, say, your me marry a me based on your spouse. Well, there is kind of a way to force that. If you wait until the number of me, if you keep the number of me's on the island low, they don't really have any other options. But I think the game is better when left to its own devices. And you just kind of see how things unfold. wouldn't mind doing a Tomodachi stream. It's definitely more fun to make characters. Yeah, yeah, making characters in Miitopia is really fun. I'm not very good at using it, but I wish I was. Plus, it's one of the rare games that actually utilizes the Miis in a creative way, as opposed to them simply being stand-ins for players. You'd also be guaranteed to miss many time-based activities. Oh, true. Okay, so what's left? Whole top half is actually. You know what? I wanna go back and get the shine on the hat and everything all sorted first. Ugh, what is this? Oh, it froze. It had a really sour note. Did you hear that? That's a really sour note. Peak, now enjoy it. But, like, it's... Is it supposed to sound like a sour note? Or am I being punked? I don't know, I forgot the context of this track. Oh, good. Well, actually, I'll erase that. We don't need that one. This one works, though. And let's get the, Oh, right. Let's get this one. It's called beachday.wav, so maybe it's the sour note is for Nami? Nami? One Piece? One Piece swimsuit? Beach day? Hello, who's that sneaking up over the side of Clockie there? Robin? You, me, gas station. What we getting for dinner? Sushi, of course. Uh-oh, there was a roofie in our gas station sushi. We black out and wake up in a sewer, surrounded by fish. You know what that means. Fish. The smell of the fish attracts a bear. What do? We're gonna fight it. Bare hands. bear naked? Oh, yes, please. We brown out, green out, which I didn't even know was a thing you could do. No, I don't need that much. Yeah, that works. Ooh, that looks bad. Yeah, there we go. So, Nick, what's your favorite fast food place? Popeyes. Oh, yeah. It's gotta be Popeyes. It's, I used to really like KFC, but as I've gotten older, or rather, as time passed, I realized that their food is so greasy. It doesn't feel good after a while of eating it. But Popeyes, I don't have that happen to me. Popeyes still feels good to eat after a bit. So I don't feel terrible after I'm done eating it, but KFC is super greasy. You kind of lose the flavor of anything in there. Whereas I like Popeyes more zesty flavors. I do like Dairy Queen as well, because it's very convenient to get both ice cream and food from the same place. Okay, now for next thing, we're gonna do the straps on the shirt. Where did I put those? There they are. This is a separate issue, but both times I had teeth pulled out, I had to eat nothing but KFC mashed potatoes, and I can't stand to look at them. Why would they only give you KFC mashed potatoes? Applesauce, jelly, something. Go in here and shade. But yeah, I don't know, I just really like Popeyes lately. I've been craving Popeyes for a few days, but I haven't been able to go get Popeyes. but that should change in a couple of days. Gosh, every time I hear the Sims theme, it always just makes me think of those, like, dime a dozen YouTube videos where people, like, do fake things like, we found bears in our house, or something like that. And they have, like, the playful music. Getting my teeth pulled is never the worst part. It's having to go back to mashed potatoes. Oh, gosh. I feel bad. I'm not the biggest fan of mashed potatoes. Out of all the different ways to prepare potatoes, mashed is definitely not one of my favorites. You know, I can make some pretty sweet potato wedges though. They're real tasty the way I make them, cuz I double dip them in the batter. Like, dog, you didn't finish mashing. Mash harder. I don't mind when there's little chunks in them. But yeah, they should be generally as smooth as you can get them. How else do I like potatoes? Oh, I like baked potatoes. I haven't had a baked potato in a long time, actually. And of course, there's fries. But everyone knows that fries is just the best way to make everything. Just fry it. Seriously, if you can fry it, do it. You can fry a banana. Potato wedges are good, but those are just British fries. No, 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 no. Potato wedges have to have spices on them. Oh yeah, yeah. That's how I make them. I always there's a batter you gotta make, right? And you put the potato wedges in those. And they're delicious. Can't wait for my birthday. I get to eat fettuccine alfredo again. Why don't you get to eat fettuccine alfredo before then? Can't cook. But, like, can't you go to a restaurant? Olive Garden is expensive. You don't have to go to Olive Garden. Go to a local Italian place. Nick, this place I live in is dominated by brands. The local and family-owned places are long dead. Well, I'm sorry to hear that because I go to a lot of family-owned places. Oh well, I guess you just have to suffer or something. Because I can't fix it. Woe, clock be upon ye. Hey, nice clock. Alright, you know what? I need a background, and I need one quick. I'm just gonna pick a random color here, because I need a background so I can see what I'm shading. That series is so funny. Wait, what series? Knuckles being tricked by Eggman into sending an e-girl money. I don't know this. What are you talking about? The Sonic and Knuckles show. Oh, I didn't know about that. I've never heard of the Sonic and Knuckles show. You don't mean the Knuckles show that's coming out soon, right? No, it's an animated parody. I see. Ugh, hands. You know, maybe I've been thinking. What if they put me in Has-Been Hotel? Or maybe I could be one of those guys who goes to hell and is like, hey, I need Imp to kill someone. You should put me in the show. A collection of everyone's least favorite stereotypes of the characters, except utilizing them in a manner that's more earnest than edgy. Oh. You would look cool as a has-been demon. Might look like Toon Fitzaroli. Fitzaroli. I can't help it. That's just how I say his name every time, by the way. I always want to pronounce it like, you know, Italian, because he's like a... He's a circus guy, and it's spelled like Fizza and... Fitzaroli. That's funny, because I know at least 3 people who do that. They say it like that? Well, guess it's not just me, then. I mean, that's how it's spelled, right? So... very strange name for sure. Yeah. But he's not a... He was never human, right? So it's not like he was born with that name. Yeah, I mean, most names are strange in that show. Even Luna has an odd spelling. Her name, it's like Awuna. Okay, well, that's Clockie. Now I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for a background. Doctor Who time travel. Well, that's not really what Clockie does. Doc and Marty, that's, again, he has nothing to do with time. Except for his ability to reverse it for a short period, I guess. This clock has everything to do with time. Do you think that's always the case? Because have you ever realized that Mickey never once does anything mouse-like? When's the last time you saw that guy want to eat cheese, for example? Michael Mouse has a very sensitive diet. Are you suggesting he's lactose intolerant? Because guess what? I can point to an episode of House of Mouse where he spends his rent money on cheese by accident. You're too powerful. Let's see, how do I do this? Wait, I know what to do. It's 5 p.m. already. It is. Just give me a second to fix this up and we'll be done. That's how you know that these ones are going to turn out better than some of my past ones, because these take the full time. It was mere food poisoning. Well, that's good. I got food poisoning somewhat recently. It wasn't the best. Okay, where is this thing I'm looking for, though? Ah, here it is. this. Yes, there we go. And then in the background, we can put in some stars. This one might get you a horde of likes since Honkai Star Rail is massively popular. Oh, maybe. I wasn't even considering that. Nobody cares about my art anyways. I know the feel. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And let's see, is there anything else I can do here? Oh, I know. Then we've got we've got the ground and the water. Okay, and then on one side of the planet, we're gonna make it super bright. Hold on. And then on the back side of the planet is gonna be darkness. Yeah, I guess it does, doesn't it? It does look good. I've never done this before. Or at least I've never done it like this before. Huh. And then... there we go, and through the atmosphere. Yeah, through the atmosphere you wouldn't see it as well. But I do have to go back and erase these, because you shouldn't be able to see stars behind it. And in front of that, you know what, since I'm having fun with this, we're gonna put a moon in front of it. Actually, put a moon behind it. And, okay, put a moon behind it. There we go. Now I just gotta sign it. Let me look at the logo. I see. Disney Plus Europe has now raised their... I saw that! Oh my gosh, how did I forget to mention that? Disney Plus, what the heck are you doing? Like, that's ridiculous. How do you expect people to pay £100 a year for that? That's ridiculous. It's crazy. Nah, get rid of that. Just keep this. Went from 70 a month to 85 in 6 months. Terrible. But you know what? This background turned out pretty fun. I wasn't expecting it to turn out that way. But give me a second. I'm taking a look here, and I'm thinking on the hands, we need to add a little bit more. Just a tiny bit more to the back side here. Just a tiny bit. There we go. Yeah. Gonna be paying $150 months just to text before the year is even over, dude. Oh gosh. Horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. I mean, and for what? Maybe they have a good reason. But I don't know. Sure doesn't feel like it. Well, there we go. There's Clockie. This one was interesting. I mean, I had a lot of fun making that background, actually. Making that planet was actually really, really fun. That could be for the whole process for once. Yeah, yeah. I think I got it. It looks a little uncanny with him looking directly at the camera, but there's only... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe there is something I can do to make this a little better. Let me try this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we're done. Oh, goodness. My hands need a break. Well, thank you all for coming along for this. I had a lot of fun making this one, so I hope you guys enjoyed seeing me make it. It'll be on Twitter and Blue Sky soon. Tomorrow we'll be continuing our playthrough of Splatoon 3 Side Order, and we'll probably finish it then. So after that, we're gonna be doing Mario vs. Donkey Kong. So I'm excited to play that one for you guys. So I'll see you all later. Have yourselves a very good night. Thank you for choosing Wickersham Leader for your flights today. Take all your baggage with you when you leave, and that's all, folks.